Alright, so in the last video, we talked about tools that you're going to see and that you're going to need and use while on the trap line to get to the spot where you're going to make the set. So you have those tools, now you need to actually make the set. You've dug the hole, you've maybe dug the bed for the trap, now you're going to need a different set of tools. These are more fine-tuning, those are more of the hard-hitting, heavy, big tools. This is more the fine, making the set look natural, making it appealing to the animal kind of thing. So I'll just kind of show you some of these tools here. So I got this bench brush. I got it from PCS Outdoors. It's wooden handled. It's very good. What I use this for especially is at the set. After I've covered the trap, I use this to just kind of dust all the dirt back into place, maybe dust some snow, just to kind of maybe brush away my boot prints or maybe the place where I set down my gloves, just to make it look natural. You don't want any divots or any little holes in the snow, so I just kind of cover it all up or kind of spread all the dirt just to make it look very natural, something that a coyote will not be afraid to step on. So a brush is a good idea. Also, I got this 9 by I think it's a 9 by 11 dirt sifter. It's metal. See, it's got the little holes in there. This is very, very, very useful. I've used this for the 4 years that I've been trapping. It's never broken in 4 years. It's getting a little bit bendy, but it'll probably last another 3 or 4 before I need to buy another one. This is about $9 at Gander Mountain. You just basically put the dirt in here, and it's very, very good for sifting out the bigger rocks that you don't want on your set that'll set off the trap. And you end up with a very fine powder. So a dirt sifter is very, very useful. I prefer the metal ones. Alright, next here is you got a kneeling pad. This I've found helps a little bit. You don't need this, but it helps. Instead of kneeling right on the ground, it's not a comfort thing, although it is kind of comfortable. It's a foam pad, but it's not really all about comfort. It's all about the appeal of the set as well. If you kneel on the ground, you'll notice you'll flatten out the grass with your knees, or you'll make little divots in the snow. So that'll attract the attention of a coyote, and he might not want to come to that area at all. So a kneeling pad, you kneel on this instead, and it just kind of spreads out your weight. So that helps. Okay, next, this is just some other items that you may need, but this is just other items here. I got some flake antifreeze. Now you can make wax dirt, which I have made in another video. That is really, really helpful, but it's a whole nother subject. So if you want to go cheaper and you don't want to spend as much time, you can just buy this. This is about $7. I think it's a whole bottle. It's flake antifreeze powder. Especially in the wintertime up north here, you get snow and you get ice, and the traps freeze to the ground. And I've had a time or two where a coyote steps right on the trap, but it did not go off because it was frozen to the ground. So this is where you can just pour it out, pour it on the trap, pour it on the bed of the area, and it will not freeze. Magic. I love it. It's really useful. Alright. This is just some other things here. You got your gloves. Now these you'll want to store in a bin over the summer. Put it in a bin with some evergreen branches just to make them smell natural. You don't really want to get your hands on it. I'll have to clean these later. But really, it's just to help make the set not smell like human. And I'll talk more about these later. But you just want the set to smell and look natural. Using gloves really helps. And also, if you set the trap off on your hand, it does not hurt as much. So, but mostly for the scent smell. The coyote will not smell your human scent if you wear these. Okay, these are just water gloves. Rubber gauntlets that go up to your elbow. They help you when you're reaching into the cold water. It doesn't feel as bad. Alright. Next, we got these peculiar foam squares. Now, trap pan covers are expensive. You can make your own out of the screen from Screen Doors, or you can buy these. These little foam, squishy little pads, and they work just as well. What you do is you just put it under the pan, and this makes it so no dirt or no rocks can get under the pan and prevent it from being set off. These work really well. You can cut your own, or you can just buy them, which I buy them. It's like $6. It's really cheap. So I just keep them in here. Little bag. Don't get wet. Alright. Now this you can buy from Papio Creek. These are little flags. Now this is for, I should probably talk about this in the lure and attraction video, but this is basically for attracting the animal to your set. I'll talk more about that later, but the black flag flapping in the breeze catches the eye of predators, and they really like that. So if they can't smell your bait from far away, they might see this flapping in the breeze, and they might like that a lot better. And they'll come to your area. They got a little metal. They're just like surveyor's flags. You stick them in the snow, and they're really attracting. All right, and last but not least, you got this flagging tape. All right, this I don't use that much because I trap on public land, so I don't really want people knowing where my traps are. But if you trap maybe further back in the woods where you know no one walks, or if you trap on private land rather, sorry, it's just very easy. You just take a little bit, break it off, put the roll back in your pail, and you tie this to a branch maybe, I don't know, 10-15 feet away from your trap. And trust me, this really helps because in the middle of the winter time, you lose your traps into the snow. Oh man, I forgot. Where exactly did I place this trap? So putting these maybe in the tree above helps you remember where you put the trap, and also sometimes it attracts the animal too. So just a little bit of surveyor's tape, flagging tape. You can buy that at any hardware store. So that's the equipment you need for making your set, and I hope that helps a little bit, guys.